Right guys, I've arrived in the town of Bourke. Fill up fuel at a local servo, and yeah, there was a few unsavory characters around. It's a bit rough around the edges. Yeah, Bourke does have a bit of a notorious reputation. It's apparently one of the highest crime rate areas of New South Wales, like double the state average. We're at the Bourke Exhibition and Information Centre, so there's a lot of tourists up here, so that seems fine. But yeah, I've driven through a bit of the suburban areas. I'm not a person who likes to, judge a book by its cover. Like, Bourke has a bit of a notorious reputation. Just the stats like that, like, speak alone. I like to feel out the place and yeah, actually see what it's like, because oftentimes stereotypes don't fit how places actually are. Most people, of course, just go about their lives, so on and so forth, but still, I've heard a few things about this town, so yeah, that's why I'm being naturally a little bit cautious, a little bit more on edge, but we'll get a feel for it. I didn't really plan to stop here because yeah, this isn't my final destination for the day, but man, I'm tired after that driving. We've done 4.5 hours already today. I think we have another hour or two to go. Anyway, for dinner, I got myself a country fried chicken. Yes, big country fried chicken box, just chips and chicken, because why not? Also a Bourke Splash Cola. Bourke has its own soft drink, so yeah, Splash Cola, Bourke. Let's try it out. That's exactly like a Coke. That tastes exactly like a Coca-Cola. "100% Aussie, 5 generations." Well, I can't tell any difference, but I'll gladly support, yeah, I'll gladly support something 100% Aussie, of course. Pretty nice chips. So now for the chicken. Country fried chicken. That's pretty good. Ooh, that was hard to get all that chicken down. That was a lot. Really hefty, but really good value actually. So yeah, Bourke Exhibition Centre. You know Bourke, you know Australia. Henry Lawson. Bourke and the whole Shire, this region, yeah, significant indigenous population. So yeah, we really see that reflected in a lot of the artwork and signs displayed. Now I'm at the point where the trip is really starting to take its toll. Of course, driving long distances, camping out in my car, yeah, not much in terms of comfort, of course. I mean, I think I've done really well. Like, I would say, in terms of this style of trip, I prepared myself the best I can. I'm definitely much better prepared compared to the road trip last year. There was a lot more clumsy moments then. And yeah, I don't know, just in terms of traveling long distance and going around, I'm definitely much more experienced this time. I don't know anything much about this region apart from the reputation that the town itself has, which is not so good in other parts of the country. But I'm sure there's a lot more to the story than what we're told, as with everything. Yeah, and just driving into the town and seeing the Darling River, that's all giving me an idea of a future road trip. Yeah, one thing I'd really like to do is go along the whole length of the Darling River from start to finish, of course, where it feeds into the greater Murray-Darling Basin. Well, it feeds into the Murray, and then yeah, that then goes and drains out in South Australia. The longest fence in the world. It's been said that Australia is a land of fences. A recent survey estimates that by 1892, an amazing 2.7 million kilometres of uniquely designed fence line crisscrossed New South Wales. Wire bored through hardwood posts cut from 20 million trees, worth about 5.6 billion in today's values. Fence signalled the intention of 19th century settlers to commit to vast tracts of land for the long haul. In the west, it was a story of epic proportions, small bands of people defiantly throwing up fragile boundaries and borders across what was described as the greatest gambling table in the world. Some kids playing over there. The longest man-made barrier in the world was attempted strung across half the continent in the 1880s in a desperate attempt to repel the remorseless invasion from the south of tens of millions of rabbits. Stretching from central Queensland to the Eyre Peninsula in South Australia, the Rabbit fence was double the length of the Great Wall of China. While the wall has been a bulwark against marauding tribes through 20 dynasties and 2,000 years, the dingo fence, as it is now known, has been exclusively a defence against animals for barely a century. Both operate as physical symbols of the cultures of their builders. For Australians, the frail fence pictures the continual unequal struggle of the inhabitants with the natural environment. It joins the border fence above Bourke near Hungerford and travels west for nearly 600 kilometres to Cameron's Corner, boom, on the South Australian border. We're all done at the information centre. I actually got myself 2 books. Henry Lawson's short stories, looks really interesting. Outback Tales. And Murray-Darling Journeys. 200 years of significant rowing and paddling journeys on the rivers of the Murray-Darling Basin, 1817 to 2016. And then just some magazines. So I bought those 2 books. We're in a completely new region, so I'll definitely be reading up on it because while I might not be able to spend much time in Bourke on this trip, I'll definitely come back to this region and explore further along the Darling River, as well as further west. And Cameron's Corner has got me really intrigued. Gonna continue on for the final leg of the journey today. I don't think I'll film any more driving. I've done way too much of that today. The landscape will probably be pretty similar. We're only gonna go an hour, so I'll drive through the rest of Bourke and we'll make our way onwards to our next destination.
Turn left.
Good morning, welcome back to another beautiful day here in the town of Bourke. I'm just stood down by the Barwon River. It's a 68 kilometre stretch of permanently flowing river. Australia does have a lot of rivers, as you probably have noticed, but a lot of them, the vast majority of them, are not permanently flowing. But where we are now, the Barwon River, this 68 kilometre stretch is permanently flowing. Just outside the town of Bourke, for which this region is named. It was only an hour drive east of Bourke, and I'm just down by the Barwon River free camping area. A lot of other campers around. And just that bridge there, that's the main highway. Cunnamulla Highway leaves Bourke, heads eastwards, passes through the town and continues on, which we're going to go earlier on. But first of all, I'm in this town for a very specific thing, and if you've heard of Bourke, you probably already know exactly what that is. Bathroom up there, plenty of spots to camp. I mean, it was very busy already when I got here. I'm just parked there between those trees. I just got here very late because a lot of driving yesterday. Picnic areas and little outdoor gym. Actually, it's 5 degrees this morning, So not as cool as some of the previous nights we've been having. It's meant to get reasonably warm these next few days, into the high 20s apparently. Just leg raises, pull-ups, all that. It's, yeah, just body weight exercises. I mean, this is a lot better compared to what I've seen in, you know, Pack Pines, my home suburb, if you remember those videos. There's a sign for the fish traps over there. Information centre here, it's still closed, so yeah, I'll come back later when it is all ready. But I'll walk the streets a little bit. Electric vehicle charger. EVs. Right, we'll walk the streets a little bit. We'll actually look for a phone box as well, a Telstra phone box, similar to at the Nindy Gully pub, because I don't know what's going on, but I still got no phone service, even here in town. Bourke, I had signal. I thought, yeah, okay, I'll go further east for Warriner, and yeah, but there's no phone service, even in town. I don't know why. I've seen some what looks like telecommunications towers, clearly, but for whatever reason, it's not, yeah, it's not working. My phone's not working. And yeah, my maps even cut off yesterday as well, because I downloaded offline maps for southwest Queensland and northwest New South Wales, but just before Brewarrina, that's when the downloaded area, it's like an area you select, right? It cut off just before Brewarrina, because I thought, okay, when I head further east, you know, those towns, I'll have signal, and then I'll just download the next level, like the next offline maps as I go. Because out here, of course, you know, between all the towns, as soon as you leave the town, signal drops out. But yeah, even within the town, it's really strange. It is just cut off. Man, those phone boxes are an absolute lifesaver. I doubt many people use them anymore, but yeah, I hope they never get rid of them. Free calls Australia wide, they got to keep that going surely. I'm really confused why I have no signal in town. Like, look, I'm in the middle of town, my phone is not working. My impressions of Brewarrina and Bourke, I have to say, these look to be the most, these are probably the most deprived areas that I've been in. Opening hours 8:30 to 2. Well, what time is it even? It's a bit after 8. There's nothing going on the streets. I definitely would not walk here at night. Brewarrina does have yeah, problem, especially with youth crime. I feel fine walking around now, there's no one else around, but yeah, I would not walk around like this at night, that's for sure. Is anybody here? Library service, everything's closed. It's a Monday now. It's a Monday, all right? So things should be opening up. It's not the weekend anymore. When I got here in the evening, about 5, it was getting dark, and yeah, man, I did not feel, did not look safe. Definitely there were some sketchy characters around. That's why I didn't stop here at night. I was trying to get into a motel, and there was no phone service, so I couldn't call, and no one was there, so I just ended up going onto the free campsite. Just went and used the bathroom. It's not the best of spots, eh? Smashed glass, beer bottles. The 1 visitor centres, yeah, they're just opening up, so I wandered across the street. Muddy Waters coffee shop and gallery is open. Yes. I couldn't decide whether I have my usual morning chai or go for a coffee, so I had dirty chai. Chai mixed with coffee. Interesting blend, still the usual standard coffee taste, but you definitely a hint of chai in there. Okay, so got some bacon, pancakes, maple syrup, and whipped cream, because what a better combo. So mixed chai and coffee, bacon and pancakes, because I don't know, that's the sort of mood I'm in today. Big thumbs up, Muddy Waters coffee shop and gallery. I was able to use their Wi-Fi, so I downloaded some offline maps so I can now safely navigate to my next destination, no problem. Man, this pavement clearly needs some work. Yeah, so really nice people in the cafe though. I had a good chat with them. They let me use the Wi-Fi. Nice, genuine people in the town. Of course, I don't just want to give it a bad rap because of course the pavement and all that. There's genuine nice people here, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, by what I see, town clearly has some issues.